Welcome to another Indie Dev Showcase, highlighting the many indie games we play here on the channel. If you'd like to submit a game for a future video, please reach out. But otherwise, let's begin. We're starting off the showcase with Detective the Secret Salami. We play as the detective, an expert in deduction, as they have been called to a bus station because someone is stealing the lunch, and so we have no other cases available and rent is due. We decide to take the case. This is a casual and very lighthearted adventure, where it's up to you to figure out who is stealing the lunch by deducing it out of a variety of people and finding clues here and there. The general practice of this one kind of draws elements of Return of the Obra Dinn, where you're going to be collecting clues you need to fill in on kind of your deduction board that will determine or will help you figure out what is going on. You're free to mix and match clues, and all in all, this one is kept very much on the breezy side. This is a short form adventure game. If you're looking for, a very dark twist or lots of deductions and quacking to go along with it, it's not going to be that game. But it's a very charming one nonetheless, and there is a sequel that will be coming out very soon. So if you're in the mood for a lighthearted adventure and you enjoy a few ducks here and there, then be sure to give this one a try. We now go to Void Carrier. This is a puzzle game. The footage you're seeing is taken from the demo and may not represent the finished game when it is released. This is a challenging form of the box sliding puzzle, where the twist here is that you do not have infinite movement. The number and what movement or lines you can go to are displayed in the upper right. So the challenge here is that you have a limited number of turns and directions that you can go in order to reach the exit of each level. As the game goes on, more environmental worlds are introduced that will add new wrinkles to the movement and puzzle solving. This is one of those games that, once again, it looks quite easy on the surface, but can certainly get brain melty as it goes on. The limited turns pretty much guarantee you that there is a very specific way of getting through the levels, but it also means that if you mess up, you will probably not have enough turns available in order to get to the end. I like what I saw with this one, and again, this is going to be for people who like challenging puzzle design, so if you're in the mood for a little sliding action, then I would definitely give this demo a go. Now, for even more brain meltingness, we go to Mech Engineer. This is a super hardcore kind of mech building simulator. You are trying to save the planet from evil, looks like bugs that are trying to get you. And in order to do that, you must construct mechs, train your pilots, and keep everything alive, not destroyed, and your profits in the green. This is a game that right off the bat, the GUI and onboarding are just unfortunately not good. There is a lot going on in this game, and it does not tell you anything in terms of what you should be doing or general ways of playing it. It completely leaves it up to you to figure things out or send a mech and the pilot out to die. There is definitely something very intriguing about this one, but I would recommend that if you have any interest in this game to check out the demo for it, because this is going to be one of those titles where a lot of people are going to bounce off of it almost immediately, and there will be a certain group of people who will fall in love with this game. And while it definitely did not work for me, it's still a very great concept for a game, and I hope we see this kind of style embellished further in the future. So, like I said, definitely with the caveat, this is not going to be for those of you who are looking for a very quick and easy game to get into, but it's definitely an original one to say the least. And we're keeping with the oddness with Freakhunter. This is, and let me see if I get this right, a on-rails first-person shooter dungeon crawling puzzle kind of maybe horror game? Yeah, it's going to be one of those titles. You are exploring a strange dimension where freaks are out to get you, and you must fight your way one level at a time to get to the end of this strange world. The kind of main element of this game is that each level is entirely handmade. You must get to the exit portal no matter what stands in your way. Your ammo is very limited. That is the blue bar on the right hand side. You must deal with all the freaks in the level to get to the end, and you are not shooting this as a traditional FPS. This is going for more of like almost like an old school like light gun shooter. So you have to move the cursor to kind of manually aim at any enemies that get in your way. So this is a very unusual game, to say the least, as each level will change up the rules on you, and you'll need to figure out just how you're supposed to get to the very end. And again, because of the limited ammo, it means that if you're not careful, you can easily put yourself into an unwinnable position and you must reload the stage. Very interesting game here. Again, like our last one, not going to be for everyone, but if this idea sounds intriguing to you, then I would definitely give this one a try. We now go to Hard West 2, not to be confused with Blood West that we covered earlier in 2025. This is a sequel to the kind of XCOM meets almost like a kind of grand story style. In this one, you play a gang of cowboys who apparently stumble upon an evil ghost train, and they have angered the conductor. And in order to free their souls and get out damnation, they're going to have to do a lot of shooting and exploring a strange land. The main element from the first game returns with being able to kind of bounce or reflect bullets off of multiple surfaces. So if an enemy's hiding behind cover, just shoot a pan, to shoot a wooden block, to shoot something else, to hit them in the back. This is joined by having more variety of characters. Now, you do not have kind of random squaddies in this game. Each character is their own unique one-off, complete with unique abilities, upgrades, etc., etc. The card system returns. By finding and equipping decks of cards or playing cards, you'll get different bonuses, and if you make poker hands, you'll get even more. The combat here can be on the challenging side. Again, much like with XCOM, if you leave your characters out in the open, they are going to get blasted very quickly. To compensate for this, each character can have kind of like a luck stat that allows them to kind of, quote-unquote, kind of like miss or dodge a bullet. So this makes it a little bit harder to take health damage, which must be repaired using consumables. Now, the footage you're seeing was played, I believe, on either normal or one level higher than that in terms of difficulty. There are, of course, different decisions you can make that will affect how people will respond to you, what rewards you get. All in all, this is a very solid tactical strategy game. If you missed the first one, this one does feel a little bit more balanced in that respect. Part of the challenge that was in the first Hard West was that since you were always outnumbered, it was a lot harder to kind of deal with enemies. In this one, you have this kind of momentum that as you kill enemies, you'll regain kind of your AP or your action points to allow you to make larger plays, which will also allow you to kind of get around the fact that you will be outnumbered most of the time. Really solid one, and if you miss it, I would definitely give this one a check. And for the last game of our showcase this week, we go to Cavalry Girls. This is a mech girl business sim top-down shooter. In this one, you have been tasked to defend the wall from invading robots that are trying to get in and kill all the humans. So to do that, you and your group of girls and your giant customizable mechs must go out each day and blast all the robots before they get to the door. After each day, you are given an allowance based on how well you did, and you can use this money to acquire new modules. These can be attached to your mech to give them new weapons, defensive options, the whole shebang. As the days and weeks go by, additional modes and subsystems will be introduced, such as being able to modify gear, get new girls to help you, the robots get nastier, and the game gets larger and larger. There is something oddly compelling about this one in terms of its gameplay. As the game goes on, you'll be able to just keep adding more and more to it. Now, the other gals who join you in combat will be controlled by AI, so you'll need to decide what gear to give them that the AI will then be able to use. The top-down shooting is good. You get a variety of weapons, and of course you can choose between melee, range, slow firing, fast firing, explosives, and all that. Since we played this game on stream, there have been additional updates released, including adding in more weapon types. But this is one of those games that, like a lot of the ones in today's video, you're either going to really love it or you may bounce off it. But still, I found this one to be very charming to play. So another recommendation that I would check out the demo to see if it works for you, and if it does, you have plenty of days of robot shooting to come. And with that, another showcase comes to an end. Let me know what you think about these games down below. And if you want to your game for a future stream and showcase, please reach out. Thanks for watching, and I will see everyone in our next video and for our weekly indie showcase streams. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more of my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.